Hey everyone, Lord Cardinals here. I'm here with my buddy Pyro. He doesn't know too much
Eh,
about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but mm, that only makes it more entertaining. So without further
my only
ado,
knowledge is from Roblox YBA.
we're gonna start with Holly's stand, F
Who's
tier.
that?
It's
Why is it F tier?
basically the stand. It doesn't do anything. Like it literally was killing her.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's the purple guy?
Mm, Star Platinum.
Is it the guy from FNAF?
No. No. Yeah, it's the man behind the slaughter. Okay.
Oh, okay. Why is he S tier?
Mm, he's got time stop and then speed and strength and precision.
Hmm.
And then,
Next up, we got Hermit Purple.
yep, that's Hermit Purple.
I
Basically,
feel like it's
Hermit
trash.
Purple. Mm, Not really. I mean, you can plug the stand into pretty much any device, and you can use it to get information. Like in the
Hmm.
first, or it was either the first or second episode. Joseph had used it to discover Dio's identity or what he looked like without initially
Huh.
knowing. So we're gonna put him. He doesn't have a lot of or his stand isn't very strong though. We're measuring stands, so
So he's the ultimate doxer?
yes, he doesn't need Dockspin or anything. He just he just uses Hermit Purple.
Yeah. That's
Next
pretty
up,
overpowered.
yep. Next up is Hierophant Green. Now, I'm not
Uh,
sure exactly how fast Hierophant Green is, but it's a really good defensive stand.
he probably beats the old guy.
For sure, for sure. Well, most likely. I mean,
Yeah.
he has the Emerald Splash, which is a pretty good both offensive and defensive ability.
Yeah,
So,
in YBA, it's all spammy. So you could
mm,
probably, since it's all spammy, he deserves God tier.
yes, S plus God tier or plus God tier,
Yeah.
perhaps, maybe one day. But yeah,
Fire
next up we
Chicken
have
next.
KFC. Next up we have Magician's Red, which it has the ability to
Doesn't he
control
like shoot out
fire.
like cross stuff? Like fiery crosses and all that?
Yeah, it's got Crossfire Hurricane.
I don't know what that is.
It's the cross move. But
All of
as
his
far
moves
as
are
it
crosses.
goes, I'm gonna put it in A tier. I mean, it's not as strong as Star Platinum, I don't think.
Hmm. I
Well, not at the
mean,
end of part three for sure, but
Star Platinum has time stop, so all it would
yeah,
really take to defeat is just use time stop and like land a barrage and all that. Most
true.
likely.
Well, it all
Silver
depends on the
Chariot.
sand's durability. Yeah, Silver
Yeah.
Chariot, it's extremely fast, second only to Star Platinum, I think. Well, not second
Yeah,
only,
most
but it's
it
extremely
beats
fast and
the
precise.
old guy. Does it beat higher infant? Green.
I just off of range, I don't think it beats Hierophant. Like I like
Yeah.
Silver Chariot, but I don't think it can beat him.
Alright.
I mean, it does have
Cardinals.
or I think it does have one ranged move. Like I think it can fire off its rapier. I'm fairly certain that it can.
Maybe in YBA.
Yeah, I can in YBA. I know that for sure, but I thought it did it in one of the episodes. But maybe
Cardinals.
I'm wrong.
How's the freaking fly a stand?
Oh
Why is the
yeah,
fly a
Greyfly.
stand? Why is
It
it a
was
stand?
like one of the first opponents that I think it was the first villain that
It's a villain?
yeah, it's a villain stand.
Why is the fly a villain?
Hmm.
Just get
I
some
don't know. I
bug
belong to.
spray. Spray it.
Yeah, call up the exterminator.
Literally, bug spray takes care of that easily. So F
Yeah, I'm
tier.
gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think.
It is
I don't,
not C tier.
buddy.
It's
There's worse.
garbage.
Yeah, but I'm not putting Empress. I'm not putting Empress in. I'm not gonna like put that thing down with Empress. This thing actually has some combat ability. Empress is like, from what I've seen, it's more annoying than genuinely dangerous.
Hmm.
Next up we have Dark Blue Moon, which I mean, it's
I don't know what
fairly
that is.
powerful. It's got like, it's most powerful underwater, so it's situational. Like
So it depends
underwater,
on
I'd give it A
water.
tier.
But does it depend on water? Like, can
It
it summon in
mostly
water at will?
no, I can't. I can't summon in water. But it gains like immense strength and speed underwater. It has the ability to summon in barnacles, which are gonna like drain the strength of its opponents. It also has these scales which you can fire off, which are extremely sharp.
Huh.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna give it any situational advantage. I'm just gonna put
Hmm.
it. You know what? The thing is, if we're judging it also by user, then Joseph could probably beat it. Joseph's got a lot of battle experience.
I mean, any stand that isn't trash beats the old guy.
Hmm, true. I mean, Greyfly isn't
But wait,
necessarily trash. Like, it's really fast, has a decent amount of range.
could the blue stand or whatever, could its scales like cut through Silver Chariot's rapier?
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Silver Chariot's pretty fast and has a decent amount of attack power. I mean, it can move, like, faster than light, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember from some other videos I heard about Silver Chariot, like if it loses its armor, it becomes like fast as light or something.
Yep,
Or, like
faster than
really
light.
fast.
hmm Anyway, 1 second. Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
So, next up is Strength, which I'm
Is
gonna.
that a boat?
Yeah, it's like a huge
Alright,
freighter,
put
I'm
it in
pretty
God tier.
sure. Maybe, actually. I honestly think, in terms of
Does it
just
beat
sheer strength, I think that it can beat most
Oh,
of
I
the
see the
stands
pun
on
you
this
did
list.
there. I see the pun you did
Yeah,
there.
sheer strength.
Yeah, haha.
But, yeah, in terms of sheer strength, I think it beats most of the stands here.
Oh yeah, doesn't like some Heo orangutan own it or something?
Yeah, the pedophile orangutan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's going like high A tier. I don't think that there are many stands that can beat it. It's actually one of the only
Yeah.
stands that non-stand users can see, other than Wheel
Hmm.
of Fortune.
Hot Wheel car.
Yep. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, its ability is basically it can manipulate anything about cars, basically.
So you could get a Bugatti.
Yeah, you could take like a piece of crap car and make it into a Mustang, Bugatti, Ferrari, or your choice. Limousine.
Yeah.
And it appears as that vehicle for, well, anybody, not just the
Everyone.
stand users. Uh huh. So,
Alright.
it's
Does it
also
beat
pretty
the
powerful. Like, it's able
Hmm.
to shoot gasoline bullets, which can be lit on fire. Thus,
Yeah,
like, if
but
it.
the water stand might beat it if it has water.
Nah, it's not. Gasoline ain't water.
No, the gasoline, if it like ignites on fire, the water can just put it out.
Oh, yeah. but that's only if it's in water,
Plus,
which the
if
stands.
art skill is tough enough to like damage it.
Mm, that's kind of a gamble. I mean, they're sharp, so they could scratch the vehicle, but
Hmm.
I don't know
So
if
it's a
they could necessarily
50-50.
break it apart enough to get to the stand user.
Alright.
Yeah. And we have Whole Horse.
A gun?
This, yeah, or Whole Horse owns the Emperor. It's a gun.
F tier.
Nah, not F tier. It can
Does it
perfectly
have
control the
aimbot?
bullets. Huh?
Alright, put in God tier, but that's broken.
Yeah, I can fully control the bullets, but nah, I'm not gonna put it in God tier because there's still time stop, time erasure. You
Hmm,
know.
does it beat... So, does it beat the car?
Probably.
Or is it...
I think it
Or is
beats.
it low C?
I'm gonna
Or
put
is
it in
it...
like high B. I mean, there are some characters who have been known to survive gunshot wounds. Avdol being one of them.
Hmm.
Like,
Alright.
to be honest, he has such a great amount of control over those bullets that it's like he can move past, or he could actually like maneuver them past Silver Chariot's rapier. But
Hmm.
Silver or but
So they're
Polnareff
faster?
and Silver Chariot by extension may have increased their speed since then.
Huh.
But I don't.
Alright.
I mean, unless Kakyoin outsmarted him, then I don't know exactly how that would go. Kakyoin might beat him. Emerald Splash is honestly pretty powerful. I don't know how accurate it is though, so I'm just gonna leave it
Yeah, on
as
the wiki, isn't it like... On the wiki, it says something about like it being like unblockable or something.
a what?
The wiki on like Emerald Splash.
Oh yeah, it can't be deflected unless it's like Star Platinum. No, you can't
Hmm.
deflect the Emerald Splash.
Alright, what's that
Hangman.
stand?
Hangman is honestly it's
Like
pretty
the game?
situational. I'm pretty sure the only places that it can go is like places that have reflective material on them, such as
Then
metal
why
or
don't you
glass.
then just get like some pocketable mirror, put in your pocket, then wherever you want to use your stand, just like point the mirror at whoever you want to use it
Yeah, just
on.
like just point the mirror at somebody and then just use Hanged Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, if oh my god, what was his name? I forgot the user's name. Yeah, if he was
it's
smart,
fine.
he would have just carried like a pocket mirror and just like pointed it
Yeah,
at Polnareff and then just backstabbed him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then like meet the spy, or no, and then like oh my god, the spy from Team Fortress 2's theme starts playing. We're gonna put him.
It
He's
doesn't
fairly
doesn't
situational.
it probably
So
beats Hermit Purple.
nah, I don't think it beats Hermit Purple. I mean,
All right,
if it,
now
it's
we
fairly
have a
situational.
yellow thing.
Honestly, hold on. The
It
main
probably beats Hermit
issue,
Purple.
well, it's like the main issue is the guy has to be like decently far away, otherwise he's just gonna get annihilated. Because it's like if the or if his opponent knows that he's just like right there, which it's not that difficult, he has two right hands,
Hmm.
then he has like no means of defending himself. I mean, if it was a team
Yeah.
situation, then fine, he's in good shape. But other
Hmm.
than that, it's kind of just I'll probably put him up a bit.
It
Nah,
probably
I won't.
beats Hermit Purple. I mean, Hermit Purple doesn't really have any fighting capabilities, does it?
Well, it can be, or Hermit Purple can be used as a whip, a lasso. You can choke people out with it. You can channel
I
Hamon
know,
through it.
but if you have like a mirror, just point at him, then the hangman just stabs him.
True, but he could break the mirror too.
Yeah, if
Like
he
the
knows
Hangman,
stand.
or I think that Hangman would probably be a little bit slower than like
So
I
it's
don't remember it being
50-50.
that fast. That's the thing. Like it
Hmm.
takes a little bit for it to stab, just a tad bit.
Okay, so then yeah, maybe Hermit Purple does beat it.
Yeah.
All right, next guy.
Yellow Temperance. Basically,
What is
that
that?
stand allows him. Like his stand is literally just goop. Yeah,
So
he can use
slime.
it to. You can use it to perfectly mimic the bodies of other people. Hmm.
So you can
He
become
can.
Bill
He
Gates
has the
if you
ability of
wanted to.
assimilation, so basically he can digest things into himself. I
So you can
believe.
become Bill Gates.
Yes.
That's
And
the
then
easiest way to get
or
rich.
it's also pretty good for protection.
Hmm.
Like you can protect your or you can use the stand to protect you from most attacks. Only way that Jotaro beat it, I think, was he made it or more of an aquatic fight. I know that the fight ended in the water, so I'm pretty sure he just
Huh.
like found a way to get him in, keep him down for long enough that he had to come up for air, and he left himself like unguarded for a bit, so he just kind of annihilated him.
Huh. All right.
So honestly, I'm gonna put it right
It.
here.
How come?
Well, it's gonna beat Whole Horse, I think.
That
It
it
may
doesn't
not
really have
win.
any fighting capabilities.
Yeah, it does. It's got assimilation. It can digest things.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I mean,
It does it.
sure, Whole Horse could run away and escape, but otherwise, I don't think he could win that. I
Huh.
mean, I might be
All right.
wrong, and I'm sure if I'm wrong on any of these, or if anybody disagrees, they'll talk about it in the comments. Like it'll be a big
Yeah.
debate. I'm hoping. Yeah,
All right.
I'd love to watch it.
Cardinal.
Huh?
The next stand's literally a black guy. It's muscular. It's just a black guy.
Yeah, but it's
Cardinals,
like
you
the
might as well
black
just.
guy. It's a black guy that's like the size of somebody's hand.
You might as well just put him in the gods here. That way you don't upset the comment section about it.
Yeah, S plus or plus God tier.
Yeah, we don't want to.
But
You
nah,
know.
I'm gonna be reasonable on this one. It's more of a parasite stand. Like basically, it just starts growing on people's arms or on somebody's like wrist or something.
It probably beats the bug though.
Yeah. Nah,
Nah. All
I'm putting
right.
it in D.
So next up we have stretch face. Then.
Yeah, basically, that guy can reshape his face to look just like anybody else's.
So it's
Which I,
basically a worser version of Yellow Temperance.
yes, I'm putting it in D tier because, like,
Yeah.
its ability could have some real life uses. I mean, sure, you can get arrested for committing fraud, but they might never know that you committed fraud in the first place.
Yeah. Next up we have Game Stand, the Gamer Stand.
Yeah, that's going in SSSS plus God tier. In fact, we're renaming this to SSSS plus MLG God tier.
Hmm. Yeah, Cardinals. Like, if you're really good at like Valorant or Fortnite or something, just make somebody play that game against you and
Yeah, and
easily beat them, and
then when
they
they lose,
die
you
or
can just
something.
take their soul.
Yeah, yeah. Or just like pick a game that you're really good at that you know they can't win.
Yep. Next up, we got Horus.
Horus, Horus.
Horus, yeah. Basically, it can control ice, and it can create it at like very rapid rates. Honestly,
Huh.
that's a pretty good stand. I mean, it's got good range.
It
I mean,
probably
Pet Shop is a
beat. It's
bird, so
probably.
the user's a bird, so it's like,
Why does a bird have a stand?
buddy, there are rats in this anime that have stands. Don't question it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That
and
just
Mr.
makes it
President has
worse.
a stand. Or Mr. President has a stand. You know, the turtle. Well, actually, Mr.
Why
President
the
has
hell
a
does a
stand.
turtle have a stand?
It's
Why does
very
a rat
goofy.
have a stand? Why
Buddy,
does a
there are
bird have a
rats. There
stand?
are rats, dogs, turtles, birds, swords that have stands. You know, like
Oh my
Anubis.
god.
There's stands that don't even have users, like Foo Fighters down here. Or
Hmm.
I don't think that Foo Fighters has a user.
Alright.
There's stands that are literally just hair. There, believe me, there's a lot of odd crap. There are ghosts that have stands. Anyway, I'm gonna I'm gonna put this.
It probably beats Magician Red. I mean,
Depends on how
Ice
you
does.
interpret it, because it's like Magician Red, it could beat the ice and just use like range. So
Fire.
yeah, you could just overpower and outrange Horus, but I think I'm gonna put it in A tier just because.
Yeah.
Anubis is a little bit complicated
It's
because it's
just a
like,
sword.
yeah, it's just a sword. So if it's on its own, then it's like, not gonna
F.
really get anywhere. But it's like if somebody picks it up, it'll possess them. And it'll give them like a
Huh.
major stat boost. And if they have a stand, then well, now they have basically two stands.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Maybe
honestly,
like C tier. Maybe
no, not
like
C tier, because it's
low
like
B.
at this point we
Either
should
low
probably
B
just
or
judge
mid
it
B.
by like I think we should judge Anubis just to, like based on its ability. Its stats are kind of irrelevant because just considering its ability. It's like, what if we had somebody that didn't know its ability? Like, say, Jotaro, or like, let's say after his fight with Polnareff, if Jotaro still didn't understand the ability of it, what if he picked up Anubis and it possessed him? That'd be the end of part three. Well, maybe not the end of part
Yeah.
three, but Anubis would probably go kill Dio at that point. To be fair, because that's
Yeah.
or because basically Jotaro would then be faster and stronger, and along with his Star Platinum, he would have a sword to go with it. Yeah, it would be kind of hellish. So I'm gonna put it. I don't know why, but I want to put it in S tier, or at least high A tier. I'm putting it right there.
I mean,
I'm just trying to base it off
it's
of
it.
who would beat who on the tier list,
I
but
mean,
it's kind of
Anubis kind
difficult.
of, and doesn't isn't Anubis kind of dependent on its user?
Mostly, yeah. It's kind of depends on who it possesses, but it's like off of sheer potential, like it can possess anybody. No, I don't think there
Hmm.
is anybody unless you're like going outside of canon. Like if you've got, say, Heaven Ascended Dio with the World Over Heaven.
Yeah.
Now, the World Over Heaven has that reality changing punch, so he could just take away Anubis's ability. In fact, he could probably just disable Anubis fully and turn it into a normal sword. So I'm gonna put that in high A tier, like just below
Yeah.
strength, because I don't think there's any
It's
reasonable
about.
way that it could really beat strength. I don't think
Yeah.
anything can overpower that stand.
Well, I mean, Star Platinum.
No, Star Platinum didn't win that off, or didn't beat strength off of, well, strength. It wasn't sheer power that he beat him with. He used, I believe, he took some kind of projectile. Like, he had been locked in and was slowly getting crushed, but he used this projectile. He used Star Platinum to, like, launch it.
Huh.
Then it basically ended up annihilating the orangutan, and I'm pretty sure it killed him too.
Dang.
Yeah, he got nailed.
Skill issue,
Like
honestly.
sitting ducks. Yeah, just insert the duck hunt theme. But yeah, next we got Geb.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure it's called
Gib.
Geb. 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 I love Geb. Best stand ever. But yeah, no, like seriously, it's honestly pretty powerful. Like, it's got a 40-mile radius. Or no, not 40 miles. I'm sorry, 4 kilometers.
What the hell?
Not 40 miles. I'm sorry. It's got a 4 kilometer radius. It's got immense speed
Okay,
and
that would have been a little
strength.
too broken.
Nah. It's not unbeatable.
Huh.
It's still pretty powerful though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably got some pretty good defense considering that it's made out of water. It was able to blind Kakyoin, and it was able to tear somebody's head pretty much clean off their shoulders and then stuff it into a water canteen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go for. I don't know I don't know how far it can get off the ground, so it might not. I'm gonna put it in like low. Nah. In terms of just sheer stand power, I'm putting it up here because the
Yeah,
thing
that seems like
is,
a fair rating.
yeah, I'm. It's like just on pure range alone. It's just like you know. I mean, it might actually be able to beat strength. Like to be fair, yeah, it's gonna beat strength. I don't think that strength and I don't think that that's gonna be like a good thing for strength. All right, the fool. It's got full manipulation of sand, like in terms of density, color, etc., to the point where it can make actual
Huh.
replicas of people.
That's
He actually used
broken.
that against Vanilla Ice. You know, the guy who uses cream. Used it to make
Yeah.
like a perfect replica of Dio to fool him.
Huh.
Yeah, he made Vanilla Ice into the fool.
Honestly, Sandio solos.
Yeah, Sandio does solo. Anyway, I'm gonna put him in A tier. I'm gonna put him in A
Yeah.
tier, like
Seems
just
like a
above
fair rating.
those. Yeah. And then you know what? I might change these guys a bit. I'm gonna put this
Huh.
guy in F simply because his stand is kind of I don't know. Maybe I'm like kind of downplaying him or underrating him. Oh no. Then there's
Huh.
this guy, or then there's this stand. It's God, I can't remember. Let me look. I need to make sure that I want to get the names right on all these.
Hmm.
Let me see here. Let me see. It's not strength. It's God. Give me
What
a
did it
sec.
look like?
It's real
Wasn't
ugly.
it like Judgment?
No, it's not judgment.
Justice?
No. Judgment is the one that pretended to be the genie, and then Justice is the air one. I have
Yeah.
no clue. Oh, High Priestess. Okay, well, High Priestess, it's pretty good. Like, to be fair, the stand itself can, like, change into anything that's made out of, like, a mineral. So it can change into, like, spear gun, or into a spear gun, like it was used in the anime. It can, like, morph into rocks and gain size. It actually did that to, try to trap the Stardust Crusaders, I
Huh.
believe. Yeah, only to get its teeth busted by Star Platinum.
Skill issue.
Yeah, well, no, factor this in. That thing's teeth are like stronger than diamonds. Jotaro broke through him fairly easily. I'm gonna put this
Hmm.
thing. I mean, it's pretty formidable, but I don't think it. I'm gonna put it right here, probably. That is probably where it's gonna stay. I mean, to be fair, it's probably. I don't know if it's like as fast as Silver Chariot, and then I don't think it would do too well against Hierophant,
Yeah.
just because of like Hierophant has this nasty ability called the 20-meter radius Emerald Splash. So it shoots out all these kind of. It's almost like a spider web in a sense. So
Huh.
it's got all these strands lined up within like every direction, left, right, up, down, every
Huh.
direction, 20 meters has got those. And if you trip one, then you get hit with the Emerald Splash. But we didn't get to see exactly how powerful it was because it was only used, or from what I can remember, it was only used against Dio. So it was used as more of a way to see that Dio could stop time than, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we're going to leave it right there. I don't think it could beat Whole Horse because, well, the Emperor is extremely accurate.
Yeah. Why is the next stand the fucking sun?
I
Why is
love
the
this
sun a
stand.
stand? No
Bro,
way the sun's a
the
stand.
stand is the sun. Or the stand
Oh
doesn't
my
belong to the
god.
sun. Yeah,
It would
basically
just kill everyone
it's
there.
got a giant it's got like a giant area of effect in which it like superheats. It can also like fire beams of
Huh.
light down, which I actually use that, or a lot of people use that for scaling Polnareff because it's like he actually blocked some of those beams, or he deflected them, which puts him like at probably above light speeds. So, but nah, this thing's extremely powerful. Like, the only reason why it was beaten is simply because they found out that
Retarded
it was like
stand.
it was mirrors.
Retarded.
I'm putting
Oh.
it. I'm putting it right here.
I thought it was because
I'm
the
putting it at the
stand
top
user
of
was
A.
dumb.
Nah, stand user was really not that stupid, but he's like, it's like the thing runs on mirrors. I'm pretty sure it's mostly
How?
just mirror
Why
units.
does the sun run on mirrors?
I don't know. Like the whole concept of the stand was like it puts up mirrors which reflect the sun's light and thus heat it up. I'm pretty sure. I want to say that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure, but
Hmm.
whatever. All right, Death 13 is up next. Due to its stand user being a baby, it can kind of just,
What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! A baby?
yes.
Oh
Did you think the children
my.
were safe from stands?
Yeah.
Buddy, there's a stand here that turns people into children. This one.
Well, I think we all know who would like that a lot, or what type of people would like that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, but Death 13, it's a bit hard to put it on this tier list simply because it's just like, you know what? I'm going to leave it. Its
All
ability
right.
is kind of complicated. It only really does, or it's only really all that useful if your enemy is like sleeping.
Hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, we have Judgment, I believe. Basically, this
Judgment.
stand can make or can mimic your or the deepest desires in your heart and make them out of clay and essentially use them against you. It's fairly
Huh.
powerful being able to stand up to Silver Chariot.
So it's on par Silver Chariot. So does it
To
beat it
some
or
extent.
no?
It might be a B tier. I mean, it got annihilated by Magician's Red. So I'm gonna put it. I'm putting it right here. I think.
Huh. Alright.
Yeah. Lovers. Lovers is honestly. I think it's got decently long range. It's extremely small. It's fast. Like its whole purpose is to like get inside of your body and start like annihilating your organs, basically, namely your
What the
brain.
hell?
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in S tier though.
That's broken.
Yeah, well, if there's a stand that can match it in speed or just be faster than it and precise enough to grab it, then it's done. So I'm probably gonna put it under Anubis, but I think it deserves to be above these guys because none of these stands, except for maybe Silver Chariot, I don't know if any of them are fast enough to grab them. Judgment, or no, Justice. This stand, basically what it does is it can control people's bodies based on if whether they have an open wound or not.
That's pretty good. Does the
True.
wound depend on the size?
I don't think so. I don't think that it depends too much on size. I mean, I think it needs to be somewhat noticeable. I mean, what Enya did at the user, she stabbed people with scissors to get the open wound to,
Why with
exist.
scissors?
I don't know. So I'm gonna put this one. It
Hmm.
or it depends, or it's very dependent on its user, unless it's like in a team situation. Like you paired it with Hangman, that could be very good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I think I need to move some of these guys. I'll do it a bit later.
Hmm.
All right, now we have this stand. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but basically it creates illusions in the or in like any building that it's in, or from my understanding, which, to be honest, is
Hmm.
the illusions weren't good enough to stop Iggy from like detecting that there was somebody in the building or like sniffing him out. Nor did it
Yeah.
stop. I'm pretty sure how they found him was they used Magician's Red, like one of Magician's Red's ability or Magician Red's abilities to basically. It was like some kind of compass that led them to where they needed to be or to where the enemy was, so that they could torch him. So
Hmm.
honestly, I don't think it's that powerful. All you have to do is realize that you know that they're illusions. If it was teamed up, if that stand was teamed up with another one, that could be pretty dangerous. But otherwise, nah. So I'm gonna put it just below Greyfly. I think we need more C tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might move Judgment and Hanged Man down too.
Yeah.
That might be not the best idea. I'll probably move Judgment or Justice below Hanged Man actually, because with Hanged
Yeah.
Man, I mean, if there's metal or glass or anything that can reflect or that reflects light that's around, you're done. Like It more or less depends on how fast Hangman is.
Yeah.
Osiris is the next stand. It's fully dependent on gambling. Like, if you make a bet with somebody and they accept it, keep in mind that they have to accept it, otherwise the ability won't work, and they lose that bet, then their soul gets stolen from them and turned into a
That's
coin.
broken. Put it in God tier.
Hey, the brother, or his brother actually uses Adam, it's called. Adam.
Hmm.
Yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that Sigma gamble on.
Yeah.
Up it goes.
It's just a power
Just a
outlet.
second.
It is just a power outlet. You there?
Okay, I'm back. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I think that what I'm gonna have to do is,
That's literally a power outlet.
yeah, I know, it's, oh my god, I can't remember what it's called. Let me see here.
Bastet.
Yeah, Bastet. I think I'm gonna have to put it in C tier, honestly, because its ability will only activate if you touch it. But if you do touch it, then anything that's metal around you will, be magnetized towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's, to be fair, it's pretty situational. But unless you want to, like, go live out in the woods and not have any metal around you ever again, then it's kind of just, you know. kind of have to kill the user.
Hmm.
It's more of a
Yeah.
life ruining stand than a killing stand. And the thing is, if you're smart enough to not touch it, which Joseph for some reason was not.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that.
Yeah, he touched it, but he also ended up defeating the user. So I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in like lowest C tier, simply because it's like now this may be controversial because oh well Joseph touched it, so it has to be effective because Joseph is like one of the smartest JoJos, arguably.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, but he made a mistake. It's like normally, like he saw that outlet that was connected to a rock next to a porta potty. I'm pretty sure. Like it was pretty stupid of him to go and touch it.
Yeah.
Like you'd think that like due to the fact that they were under constant threat that it was just like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, I'm probably gonna address the Death 13 thing. I'm probably gonna put it in B tier.
Yeah.
Actually, I might put it in A tier because like if you fall asleep and that stand activates, you're dead. Like you're at the user's mercy.
Yeah, but it depends on the user.
Yeah, I mean if they don't want to kill you then they won't, but they can very easily. Or do you mean like it depends on who the opponent is? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Only one who could have defeated him was Kakyoin. He wasn't killed and he somehow remembered the whole Death 13 thing. So what
How
he
did he
did was he
remember that?
activated his stand before he went to sleep, so his to activate within the dream.
How does that work?
I don't know. I'm putting
Can't
it
he just
in
like activate his stand in his dream?
yeah, I'm putting it in A tier, I think. Oh my god, it's a
Alright.
stupid thing. It's 7. Basically, if you step into the user's shadow, which can expand it, basically your age gets reduced. Like,
Huh.
and it's a really, really fast ability. Like, it depends on how long you stand in the shadow. But Polnareff, he stood in the shadow for maybe like a split second, I think. He decreased to being like 4 or 5 years old, or maybe it was a
Dang.
second or so. Did I just say 4 or 5? I meant 7 or 8. Sorry.
Oh.
So, just off of ability, I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also, or it can also like actually use, or the shadow can actually use any weapons that the user is holding.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
so it's like in part two, like in the beginning of part two, Joseph, for example, used a Tommy gun. That stand could do the same thing. Like if the user was holding a Tommy gun, he could just like pop it out and start like,
I guess it's pretty powerful.
yeah, the Oingo Boingo comic, I think. Here, I can't remember what the name is. Toth, 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 Toth.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, basically. Give me a sec. All right, so this thing's getting put in. I would
Uh.
put it in F, but it's like it's got more functionality than these stands. It's more useful. Like you can,
Huh.
or yeah, it allows you to read the future, like directly out of a
It's just a
book.
book. It's just a
Yeah, but
book.
it's a book of the future. It's like a book of fortune, basically.
All
Get what I'm
right.
saying? Not like a book of
Yeah.
fortune from Minecraft, but like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rush this. So I'm gonna put this at the top of A
Free
tier
S
because of
tier.
its erasure abilities, and then this is going directly under Star Platinum. Directly under Star Platinum. There we go. Due to its ability to stop
Free
time
diamond
and
would
its
be
immense
like
strength. It's the same type
ARS.
of stand as Star Platinum. Okay. Anyway, we will be doing part 4 stands next week. This is Lord Cardinals signing off.